as I open with the statement, together we shall climb the mountain. Now, allow me to ask you a beckoning question. Give me a time in history when Africa shaped the world. The fact that we all have to think that far back should give us the sense why this meeting and conversation is not only this pressing but necessary. Consider for a moment, if you will. Have you ever received an invitation card to an event or a wedding, and in that invitation card there are specific themed dress code that you are required to have? Now, as I quickly shift towards you, knowing perfectly well you don't have that emerald green or black with a touch of gold attire in your closet will push you to go and seek a tailor to design it for you. Now, I don't mean to be discreet, but judging from the infamous unreliability of most, not all, but most Kenyan tailors, if you received that invitation card 1 week prior to the event, you and I both know you're not going to get that custom-made attire on time. If I may, allow me to present to you the esteemed international fashion brand known as Nafrican, which will not only solve the problem of unreliability, but also the problem of lack of jobs, not only in our country Kenya, but the whole of Africa as a continent. How, you ask? Allow me to elaborate. Based on my research, did you know that the first university in the whole world ever to be recorded was built here in Africa? Where, you ask? In Fez, Morocco, 859 after the death of Christ. The founder was a Muslim woman known as Fatima al-Fihri. Why am I telling you this? Well, dating in the 19th century, people of Africa went to school to acquire certificates, diplomas, degrees, and if you'd like, masters in particular professions, in order to sustain a promising future. Now, this education system was very helpful and is still helpful till this day. Although there was one problem. The education system only counted for the professionals, but not the talent. According to my research, since the beginning of the 20th century, a new era was born, a new era of talented individuals. But now you see, these talented individuals had no platform. Nafrican, as a company, is on a mission to provide that platform, just like the education system, but for creatives. That way, both professionalism and talent will be catered for. It will not only solve the problem of unreliability and also the problem of lack of jobs, not only in Kenya, but the whole of Africa. Allow me to ask you this question. For how long will Africa allow the world to dictate its direction? The question I'm asking is, are we doing well? Are we contributing to the global system of economic technologies and innovations? Like the luminous phones you're using, the networks and innovations and technologies that we used to get through our daily lives. If you can trace them back in history, you could ask yourself the question, which of these items that we're using today can fundamentally change the lives of people in Africa? Now, I take this moment as I close my speech to call out for investors, shareholders, co-founders, creatives, and you who's watching me today, and I say, join me on this initiative to commoditize African culture and fashion, create jobs, and make Africa one nation. Join Nafrican, the new era of African luxury, born in Africa, dressed for the world. Together, we shall climb the mountain.